Hi, happy spring equinox. It's Andrea Foulkes. It's the 20th of March 2013. I was just going to go to the Chalice Well in Glastonbury because they've got a little event for the spring equinox, and I'll probably get there for the fun bit. But I just felt to make this little video clip. And as I always do, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do a little video clip, let's do this. So what is it about today? Why am I making this clip today? I suppose sometimes I speak about being a star being, but not very often do I talk about that. And I suppose in the being really authentic, I've often kind of mused about why I don't talk about that and talk about karma and clearing earthly karma. And I think because I had some clients at the weekend who went back to their soul star, basically where they come from, which is, you know, ultimately where most of us come from when we clear all this earthly karma from the thousands and thousands and thousands of years of incarnating on this planet, and we clear that, and, you know, we remember who we truly are. You know, some of us have spent, you can't even put it in earthly terms of time, we have spent time in other galaxies, other dimensions, other star systems. You know, the abilities we have are really profound, and a lot of the time I think we're frightened to speak about what our abilities truly are and who we truly are, because we're fearful of how the masses would react to that, because they don't remember that they're star beings. They are, but so much karma has come upon them that they've forgotten who they truly are, and they've got lost in the story of the experience of being on planet Earth. And there are many of us who've come here now with either very little karma or no karma, and we were just ready to be activated and awakened. Personally, if I'm really honest, I think when I had my awakening about 12 years ago, I think for the experience of compassion and empathy that I needed to have to do the work that obviously I'd agreed to come to do, which was assist humanity with their awakening. And initially it was to assist people with clearing karma and past lives, as well as now I've moved on to speaking light language and other activations, and I am positive it will ever keep growing as I know that. But I had to really understand karma. So at a point where I had a massive awakening and my body was vibrating so highly, I was like losing physical density, and I lived on a very high level for a good 3 months, and I was speaking to star beings. They were from the Pleiades. I knew nothing about any of this stuff, and if you've ever been to my talks, you would have heard me talk about not knowing about anything about this love and light stuff. So it was a big shift from the life I had been living to the one I was finding myself in, which I'm sure is true for a lot of you. And because I worked on the mainstream media, I kind of probably held back a lot about talking about star beings, because the only version of sort of ETs the mainstream has been given is David Icke talking about reptilians, which are really not good. And it's not that they're not good, it's just they come from a certain dimension, there's a certain level of control behind them, and they operate through Illuminati blood lineage families, because those people are like, I suppose, empty puppets for them to operate through. They're very easy to do that through them. And a lot of people misunderstand the Illuminati blood lineages, and today I'm not going to go into the depth of that, because it's very simple, but it gets very complicated by people in their human mind. And ultimately we created all these experiences for the polarity duality experience of what, you know, planet Earth is going through, this transition in consciousness. But now it's to awaken to our star being nature, and that we have come from, some of us have come from the central sun, some of us have come from many star systems, many other galaxies. We spent a lot of time mastering all kinds of experiences to be here now for this big transition of Earth. You know, it's huge to be here right now, and you know, nobody who is here is not already a master, an ascended master, in varying states of awakening or being asleep or forgotten who they are. And, you know, part of the process now is to awaken to your mastery and to step out of your karma. You know, you've got to step out of your ancestral karma, your past life karma, your inner child programming from being in the womb to present day. Any entities have got to be let go of. And for you to rise with the earth into the higher vibrational frequencies, you must let go of that. And in the process, possibly your diet will change as a byproduct of that, or maybe your diet will change and then that leads to the awakening. It doesn't matter which way it comes about. So I suppose it's to speak about that, and to speak about, it seems in the UK not many people are open to talking about the Galactic Federation, talking about the Pleiadians, the Otherians. I say these words with a different sort of vibration because I'm English. But in America, people seem to be more open to this, and they're aware of who their soul star family is. And I think in England, maybe people are very bogged down by a lot of karma, earthly stuff, and that's got to shift to get back to the cosmic being of light that many of you are in, you know, varying degrees of mastery. And you've come here to awaken yourself, and in awakening yourself, you help the planet. You don't need to go working on the planet. You work on you to shift you. Because the planet will carry on no matter what. The planet's got its own agenda going on. The question just is, will humanity remain on this planet? Which it looks like it will. And we have to go through the process of transformation into existing on a higher frequency. And so today, I think it was just to share this little snippet of information. Maybe going forward, I'll talk more about that energy and what that really means, and maybe now to speak some light language. There's a tractor going by. I'm really in the countryside. So let's just do a light language activation, which I do more light language activations which are unique to your soul if you were to do a one-to-one session with me. And I have other light language activations on YouTube if you look at them, for clearing fear, one for activating the higher heart, one for ancestral clearing. But the key thing now is that we all need to start to bring into ourselves our higher self. We need to bring the vibration of our higher self into the physical body. And so I feel to do a light language activation that will ignite that remembrance in you. If you want to do any further work with me, I have loads of information. I just love posting every day on Facebook. I work on Skype a lot with clients abroad, and I also use the phone if you're in the UK, or if you want to use the phone. But I do one-to-one sessions. They're predominantly in Glastonbury or London, and I do spend a lot of time abroad. Predominantly I like to be in Hawaii, or I like to go back to spending some time maybe in Sedona or other places. But go on my website. It's andreafoulkes.co.uk, so it's andreafoulkes.co.uk. The link's at the bottom. But check out what I write every day on Facebook as well, because there's loads of information on there, and there's loads of other clips on YouTube. So to do this light language activation, just take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, and just allow this vibration to come through your physical body. So just closing your eyes and just focusing inward, taking a deep breath and calling on your own soul star higher self to come into your physical body, into the level that is appropriate for your soul at this point in your awakening on planet Earth to remembering who you truly are. Many blessings.